Everyone shut the fuck up.
Wheel of Time. Reread podcast. Explicit and R freaking rated. John is the wild card, always talking shit. Joe's the straight man. He's a total dick. Tom calls in if he's not too busy. We are tWoTcast!
Hey boys! Hey, we are tWoTcast, exclusive content on Patreon. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're a cheapskate. And you waited a long time to listen.
What if somebody... These are so short. What if somebody watched all 6 in a row that just insulted episode after episode after episode?
Then they should watch us on Patreon.
Yeah, I'll tell you what the answer is. Cheapskate after cheapskate after cheapskate after filthy animal, cheapskate.
And not once have we just been like, hey, just if you enjoy it, just subscribe. We're just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Go fuck
Hey,
yourself.
listen. Just to be fair, we do say fuck a lot, and this is spoilers.
Man, it's too late.
Dickhole Tom has a good point. Maybe we should tell them how to like, subscribe.
I'm pretty
know.
sure everybody that
That
can
seems
find
like-
this show on
that seems
YouTube also knows how to use Google, Jono. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
don't
everyone knows.
fucking know that,
knows how-
though. You
Everyone
could
knows how to
make it-
do things. If you want
we
to watch
could
us
make
on
it-
Patreon months ago,
Yeah.
then subscribe to our Patreon. And if you don't, then you're watching it now, which is
We
I
could
guess,
make it
fine,
easy for
you're
them, but if
cheap.
we did, how would they ever figure out how to do anything on their own?
That's true.
With me, as always, is Jono.
Jono!
And I'm Joe, and Tom is always here for Wheel of Time content.
Study math.
Mm-hmm.
Study your math.
We are
Aggressive.
not
And you down that.
drunker than episode 1. If you were watching this in succession,
There wasn't
that would
much
be
in it.
insane. That would be insane if we did all these in one night.
I
Jono's
did.
clearly changed shirts, which means it's a different night.
Been drinking the spirits, just for tonight, of the apocalypse, by the way. And guess what? It's not that great, but it gets you fucked up.
It's a ringing endorsement.
Yeah, gets you fucked up.
Guess what? Not that great, but it's fucked up.
They'll be sponsoring us next week.
In fairness, not that great, gets you fucked up is perfect for a mid-tier whiskey.
Yeah,
That's actually
I
true.
I agree with you. I think it's good. I think it's fine. You know,
Fucking clip that, print it on the bottle.
clip that.
The tattoo I got by my thigh, not great, but it get you fucked up. That's
So
weird.
spoilers for the TV show and the books. We're gonna watch the Origins episode 6. Also, we have a tendency to talk about the books, which we have all read. So things
Is this
can be
one
said.
good?
I don't know. I don't know, Tom.
I love that so much it's like I think Joe I did his homework and like watched it. You and I
No,
are,
I watched it when season 1 came out.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like it's just like such a. Is this one good?
This is a question.
Could be. Could be is the answer. You know?
It's just a question.
It's very possible that it's good. It's called An Ogier's Longing, which
Oh,
as we all know
Jesus.
is when
Bad.
which as we all know is when an Ogier tree sings his own dick.
What if it's just a
Too hard.
3-minute montage of different ears?
It's just Ogier porn, and it's just like long eyebrows on a female and like drooping ears, and like the ears kind of twitch and like
Big
just like,
those
oh my
eyes
God.
are.
It's just
Oh
an
my
ear and
God,
it
have you seen
slowly
the size of those
zooms in
teacups? Eyeballs,
on the
guys,
ear hair.
eyeballs.
Do
The tufts.
you think they like shave it a little bit, just kind of like make it a little extra fine looking?
Yeah, they shave it into an arrow that points down to their crotch.
By the way, they're crushed.
So anyway, spoiler warning. This is our episode covering episode 6 of Wheel of Time Origins on Amazon Prime, and it's called Ogier's Longing. What's
Do you think
this
that-
hand race? What's the hand race?
Do you think that just for men, but it's called just for Ogier, and it's to dye your ear hair, so it's not gray anymore?
You just a little tiny comb, and the ears out to here, and they're just like.
You said
There's like a
comb.
fat-
Yeah.
There's like a sad Ogier at the bar that's just like this dyed ear
Look
hair,
at my
like,
look at my gray. Look at my gray.
trying to attract the ladies.
I was gonna ask how big do you think an Ogier pussy is? Like, just
Big enough to fit your whole head in.
yeah,
for sure.
seriously. Like if you were strong enough, like you could probably like put her on your shoulders and walk around with your head in her vagina. Just
I mean, like.
It's so weird, this puppet.
I don't even know what to say.
Do the impression again.
I don't know what.
What?
That's what the puppets are in Carrion in in book 3.
just
Wait,
came
but
down
I
and
don't-
staying and shanked us.
My God, what would you have to squat to make that work?
Oh,
400, 450. I don't know.
450.
A lot.
I think a
A
lot.
lot. Because they're tree trunks.
Good Lord, watch us watch a thing, and then we'll talk about it, guys. Jeez.
I feel like we've done that.
Hey, what'd you do if there's an Ogier
The very rare
pussy out?
and unusual Ogier who will decide to leave their steading homes.
God, this guy talks as slow as an Ogier.
Years that followed the breaking, during the long exile, we Ogier wandered lost in search of our steadings. It was then that Ogier began to succumb to the longing. To the
What do you think
point
an Ogier orgasm sounds like?
Could be
The
rumbling in a
longing.
barrel.
After finding our steadings once again, we Ogier continued to be bound to our homes.
What's with the boat?
Yeah, a boat's a strange way to find a forest.
Lovelier place.
Not really.
Ogier Grove.
Go back in time in the boat.
With its great trees, some stand towering since the age of legends. No shadow storm will enter. There is no way to channel the one power.
So weird.
Steading, there is rest. While humankind has long prized Ogier masonry, from Ilion, Tyr, to the great Tarvalon, it is not a true thing. For us, it has always been the forest. You cannot bring stone to life.
You can. 90.
When we sing to the forest, it is much as if the earth itself sings to us. As a young Ogier, I had few prized possessions, of which beyond my books I have not many. And whilst there is nothing better than to be at home in the steadings, surrounded by the comforts which offer wisdom and peace, with our beloved groves in sight. True adventure calls. Adventure that cannot be found in a book. Adventure that may in fact risk the longing.
I'm very confused by the amount of boat stuff going on. Like I think it's
I
kind
like-
of beautiful
yeah.
imagery.
I like that the least.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I mean, they were making an illusion that other Ogier are like loyal, which I don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, kind of thing. Like it's he's an anomaly. You know,
Yeah,
the one
that's-
that's like seeking
Yeah, that
adventure.
was
Like
weird.
the idea that there's some other Ogier out there that's like the longing and it's an adventure, but I seek a greater adventure. Kind of that mentality of that whole aspect. I'm like, don't like.
Almost
any of
like they're
that
trapped
message.
in the setting, and they would like to leave, but they can't, which doesn't seem right.
Yeah,
Seems
it felt
weird that-
Yeah.
ignoring, right? These people are like stuck in their own lush paradise, but at the same time, they don't want to be there. Like their island of freedom is actually a prison. By the way,
It
watch
looks-
Power.
look like large humans,
Yeah,
right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. It was very
They tree sung a toy boat.
Which I thought was bizarre.
I hated
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
I don't.
This looks
Again,
like
the whole
right?
aspect or the
Yeah.
point of view of this is that it's an Ogier that's at least similar to loyal, and that he's like seeking adventure outside of the steading,
They
and
should
therefore
just
like
make it one-
feeling the longing.
yeah.
But really, what they should have focused on, I feel like, is like the breaking of the world and the Ogier being lost and scattered and like finding the steading
that's-
again, like.
That's of relevance. Or
Yeah, they're
secondary-
making it feel like the Ogier want to leave but can't, instead of we didn't want to leave and now we're trying to find it again. You know, like kind of, and it's a like flip of it's the flip side of the coin. You know, it's the opposite.
Real quick, also
mentality.
the imagery of the setting. If the setting trees are as tall as the Empire State Building, I don't think they'd be hard to find.
You don't know that.
They're regular.
I really enjoyed the size of the trees. Like when he was walking across, like what would probably be a great stump from the books.
I understand
Like,
that the
I
imagery
really
is
thought that was
cool,
really
but I
cool.
mean,
That-
like,
Yeah,
but
but
there were
yeah,
so
you're right.
many
It's
images
insane.
of like across the horizon that they're gigantically tall. I'm like, well, just
You're
get
like-
to high ground and look for the tall tree and go there.
You're just
like-
like there it is.
Why did you guys ever have an issue?
It's right. I mean, it's right there, guys.
Well, they're not very
it's right
smart.
there. It's right there.
Like there's things about like the idea that like the longing occurs because to a certain extent, yes, they want to be in their steading, of course, and of course there's other pieces about where a steading is and how they are not native to the world, but at the same time,
Yeah.
like, they want to be part of the world while they're there. But again, to your point, there's not that like other than like like, I'm 17, 18, I just want to go check out the world. By the way, 17 is also like 117.
117. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really have that interest other than intellectual curiosity, not adventure.
Yeah, they would go like seeking a library or something. Not
Yeah.
Well,
they would go to
I mean-
Tarvalana, want to read things, not go to like I'm gonna sleep on a ship on the deck and like stare up at the stars. Like I feel like it was like
Is there anything to
it's-
the idea that the Ogier would like to have traveled, but they can't anymore, and they've changed entirely because of the breaking? But even then, like this is very misleading to a new viewer.
No,
Mhm.
I mean, your obvious corollary is to look at what the fuck the Ogier did in Shawjan, right? Who, according to this book,
the
didn't
Wheel
have
of Time
the same-
companion.
Yes, written by some people who may or may not know things. They didn't have the longing the same way, or really at all. And there's not this kind of like giant desire to go see the world. Instead, they're very tied down as well. And again, maybe it's because of who they are, but there is no negative thesis or hypothesis that says they want to go see the world.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting aspect into what it is to be an Ogier, but I also think they failed on the point of
How do you miss
like,
this? How do you miss this?
Yeah, well, again, like this imagery is that imagery is amazing and super cool.
Yeah,
but it's cut
it is.
down.
It is amazing.
So
I
that
don't
would
like
be
this
hard to
at all.
find. Like if there was a
Who
normal
cut
forest
that down?
around that.
I don't like this at all because like you don't really have a sense of scale. Like yes, you do. Like
There's
you
a
see
tiny Ogier walking there. There's a sense of
Yeah,
scale.
you can tell.
Where's the tiny Ogier?
He's up front there. He's walking. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, Jesus! That's what? No,
I just like you going, oh Jesus.
no.
When did that tree grow? When did that tree grow? Especially if they're supposed to be from another dimension. Like, did they bring trees from other dimensions that are this big?
From other dimensions.
Oh,
Dimensions.
Is that bigger than the tree of life?
No, I don't think the tree of life is like a
Look at-
great tree. Like
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
remarkably human looking, especially compared to how they actually made Loyal look in the TV show.
Also, this hammer looks like it was built by someone.
I know, is that the
yeah,
best
also
they could do?
they're describing stonemasons at that point, and I'm just kind of going like, why? Like, no, I mean, not to. I guess that's what our job is to dissect this, but I mean, like, not to dissect it that closely, but like, why even mention stonemasons? Like, we're not even talking about that. Like, just talk about the Ogier longing and the steadings, and like, paint that in the right picture. I feel like this failed on a lot of levels. Weirdly,
This one was
I'm
bad.
being weirdly critical of this one.
Yeah.
Well, I was very,
Beautiful imagery, like the animation was fantastic.
Yeah. Two things. The tree of life is not on the same size as the great tree.
No, yeah, it's a normal tree. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a normal tree, but
Well, normal size.
size-wise. Yeah. But secondly, I really want to talk about that hammer because it feels again.
a little Fred
It doesn't look
Flintstone.
like somebody that's good at masonry. Like it's just like it looks like a like Cro-Magnon man.
Yeah.
Made that. Like what?
And it doesn't help that Cro-Magnon man's really what these Ogiers look like, as opposed to like.
Oh yeah, that doesn't hurt. That doesn't help. These are our tools. Like really? Those are your tools?
Yeah.
It's because the Ogier don't like to get to the job site on horses. They like to get in their cars and pedal with their feet.
That is the most ridiculous.
It's awful. Like it's really
the most
dumb.
ridiculous callback. Ogier, meet the Ogier. No one will understand this reference.
You know who does? Weird Al. Weird Al did an amazing version.
Oh, I did.
Yeah. Also of bizarreness, everything else here, it just looks wrong.
Yeah.
Like that's
I don't
cool.
know, I enjoyed a lot of the imagery. I enjoy. It's
Joe,
like, it's
you're trying to defend this, and they're about to tree saying a toy boat.
They're about to tree sing like. First of all, they're about to tree sing a small chubby.
It's insane. Is the child they
Is
give
that
this
tree
boat
getting
to?
a boner? Is that tree getting a boner? That's all I'm asking.
Is the child they give this boat to the guy that we see at the beginning of the story?
I would imagine.
I think.
Yeah.
I would imagine that's
Yeah.
the whole point. Like, here's a toy boat, and he's like, "Oh, I want to go on an adventure someday." You know, like that's got to be what that is.
But what do they tree sing next? Like a nutcracker, and they give it to a kid, and he's like, I don't understand.
It's bad.
I appreciate the fact that they illustrated tree singing at all. You know,
Do
and just
they?
like that's.
Do they
they
illustrate
did
tree
sort
singing?
of.
Or do they illustrate like a warp point where a small ship comes out of a tree?
It's just a
Loyal
Super Mario tube. It's just go, beep, 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 and then like a tree comes out or a boat comes
Loyal
out.
tree sings for hours and turns a tree branch into
And
a
he's got like I got a
quarterstaff.
stick. I got a stick.
And that's barely doing anything. And they tree sing a
He's the best tree
literally
singer in like a
fully formed
century.
toy boat.
Well, first off, Tom,
And
you
they
get it
get-
wrong. He spends hours turning a giant tree into a tree song tree. He's
Either
quickly to turn one.
My God.
But the whole point is, do you think they make tree song dildos?
Well, of course. That's a
Do I
not even a
think
question.
they do?
Not even a question.
That should be what we're focusing on.
Maybe not as a society, but as a couple. Like late at night when they're drunk, they're just like, let's make one of those.
Unless they're all boat shaped for some reason.
Again, my main problem is this. All right.
What if they are? Boat
did
shaped
it.
dildo. Every
My main problem with this is the perspective adventuring versus true Ogier longing. Are you long boning me right now?
Yeah.
I think he's long dildoing you.
No, Tom, come on, don't be crass.
You tracing a dildo that's not the shape of a boat as the female ogre just like. What are we even doing
All
here?
right, idiots.
No, wait, that begs the question.
That's been episode 6 of Wheel of Time Origins. I think we did it.
Yeah, that was a good move because I was about to say something way more disturbing.
Oh yeah, what was it?
I think we did it.
Well, I was gonna say if they tracing dildo boats for.
Among the first to start, the tWoTcast was so smart to lovingly bash our favorite books. But that was long ago, and now they've grown the show, and now they got us in their hooks. Don't throw coins to these bastards, they need bars of gold at least. Someone please keep them afloat. Now let's listen as they once again ramble through a book. Let's get the fucking quote. One of them is Tom, but he is barely on. Sometimes he calls into the show. Another one is Jono. Is he their joker? Oh no. And Joe, is he the stupid one? Welcome to the tWoTcast. We will share our love for books and all our hate in every episode. We'll entertain you, make you laugh so hard you barely can stand up. That is the tWoTcast code.